Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game show MOGRT. Once you've downloaded the folder and you have extracted the files, you're going to want to import the MOGRT into Adobe Premiere. And we're going to do this by being in the Captions and Graphics workspace. And then over here, you're going to click Graphic Templates. Then we're going to install Motion Graphics Template. And then you're going to find the folder on your computer, and you're going to see that we have two MOGRTs. We have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire-inspired graphic, as well as the Millionaire-static. And I'm going to show you what both of these do. So click on the one you wish to install first, and then you can go back and do the same with the second one. In this case, I already have it installed right here. So we're going to click and drag and just drop this onto the timeline. Now, you might see the media offline graphic. That's completely normal, and once it loads, you'll be good to go. So we're gonna hit play and run through this. And so there's about 5 seconds to ask the question, and then the answers start popping up. And then we have a bit of space here where it's static, and then an answer is selected, and then the correct answer flashes green. Okay, so that's the basic effect. What we're going to do is go up here to Properties. We're going to click on Properties, and you're going to have quite a few options here. You can actually change the color of the border. So I can go down here, change it pink. It's fuchsia color. I'm just going to undo that. And then you have here this text section, and this is where you can go in and you can adjust your question. What is our first question? And once you click out of there, you'll see it updates. I've given you the ability to change the font, so you could, have it whatever you would like. I'm going to hit undo. You can also adjust the font size. And let's make this question very, 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 very long. And we're going to bring the size down, and you see it centers right in. We can change that font size. And then we also have the option to just bring down the opacity. And then here we have the ability to add our answers, answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4, and you have the same flexibility, the same ability to change all of those things as well. Now I'm going to hide the text section. We're going to hit A, B, C, D. And what this does is this gives us the option to change the color of the letters. So again, we can make it that fuchsia color. Again, I'm going to just undo that. You can change this if you want to 1, 2, if you want to add your own spin to things, or even, change this to completely different symbols. Okay, again, and undo that. And you also have the ability to change the font size of that. Again, these are just the orange text here. So we'll go down to answer. Again, if you wanted to change the text, you can go up here. Oh, wrong one. Go down to answer 1. And you see it stays centered as well, which is a nice feature. Okay, answer selection. So if we move forward here, you see that this answer is selected. Now this gives you the option to change. So I'm going to deselect I'm going to deselect A and select B. Now the fun thing here is you can actually select all of them. So, or a couple, or just one, which would make most sense. If you go a little bit further, you can see the answer turns green. Well, we also have that same feature with the correct answers. So instead of A, the correct answer is B. And then you see how that plays out. They select, answer A is selected, and the correct answer is B. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Of course, you can change these colors as well. And look, I can make every answer except the selected one the correct answer. Change this to blue, just have a little fun with it, go wild. And then as a final little feature here, we've got the ability to change the colors of the diamonds. So you see I just changed it to green. kind of clashes with the orange, so bring it back to white, and you can just get rid of those altogether if you'd like. So that's the animated version, and actually before we move on, let me show you. So you can shorten this, you can extend this as long as you need it to be, and you're still going to have those 5 seconds, and then the answers start filling in. And once the answers fill in, then the rest of this is just static until you get to the end where we get to the answer and the correct answer. So the question might be, well, what if I need this to stay on longer? And, before the green comes up, because you only have a few seconds here. Do I splice it and just copy and paste it a bunch? Because we can't do a frame hold on a motion graphic template. So that's where the static version comes in. And so you can bring this in here, and there's no animations happening, and you have the same properties. So the downside is you'll have to copy and paste the same things into this graphic, and change the colors to match. But other than that, everything here is the same, with one exception. So this is exactly the same, with the exception of now that the answers opacity affects everything within that field. So the diamond, the letter, and the answer. And so that way, if you need to come in here and you need to, have the answer lasting a little bit longer, or you need, maybe you need to just have 2 answers showing for a moment, or, even 50-50, right? The audience is 50-50. You need to get rid of 2 answers. This is a way to do it. So this is an attempt to make it as easy as possible. So if you really needed, you could bring this on top, add a crop effect, and we'll just isolate this real quick. Bring this down, turn on the bottom one. There you go. So 50-50. If you're interested in purchasing this MOGRT, I will leave a link in the description, and you can also apply this code at checkout for a discount. Thanks.